Hi, welcome back to Comicbook Gallery. I'm your host, Joaquin. How are we doing today, people? It should be doing good. It's new comic book day. As you can see, I found a new way to record because apparently on my laptop I found some program that lets me take my photos and just starts making a video. As you can see, I just learned that a few days ago and now I'm going crazy with it. So I want to learn how to start editing videos and making my own little videos and being creative because if you don't know by now, I'm an artist and that's what I do. So the first two pictures are scenes from Comic Madness. So if you're in Southern California, more importantly, if you're near Ontario and Chino Hills, step on in to Comic Madness. It's a straight up comic book store, has some statues, but you know, they have a lot of variants. And as you can see in the first two pictures here, they have a lot of books, people. A lot of books. And I will miss this place when I leave. Also, you're going to be hearing little gaps because as I go from picture to picture, there's going to be a slight pause. Not like the minute and the other 30-second pause from the first video I made this way. I apologize, people, but I'm doing the best I can. And I also want to give a shout out to all my new subscribers lately. It said like in the past month that I shot up like 50 subscribers. So I was like, whoa, sweet. Sorry, I got lost in chain of thoughts there. I wanted to mention that my goal is to make it to 250 by the end of February. So if you can spread the word about my channel, I would greatly appreciate it. But let's move to the next slide. In these next two pictures, you're going to see the various variants. Say that 3 times real quick. So you can see right here is Man Without Fear, Daredevil, they want like 17. Age of X-Men Alpha. These are all cool covers, but you know, I passed on them. Age of Alpha number 1, $21.99. I don't know if that's gonna hold. Dead Man Logan looks pretty cool, but budget-wise, I had to stay within my $20 range. Age of Alpha number 1, so $49.99. Yeah, I'm definitely going to pass on that. I wasn't too impressed with the art. I thought the art was okay. And then we have some Elviras up here. And I passed on those. We have a Doctor Strange 1 in 25 again. Shape of Elvira. You can see the corner of that. You also see the next slide, Doctor Strange number 10. 1 for 200 variant, people. They want $179 for that. Woo! And Buffy and then Elvira. And I'm going to talk a little bit about the Elvira on the next one coming up. So every week, as you can see, you're hit with all these variants. And you're like, well, which one do I get? You know, because you got Buffy. It was $21.99, you know. But, you know, what if you are a big Elvira fan, grew up on her, and you really enjoy some of these artwork? Well, you know, when it comes to this, I almost pulled the trigger on this Elvira for $20, but that would have ate up my entire budget. And there's a couple of other books that I'm going to be talking about, and one book in particular that did eat up my budget. But I think it's a great cover, but, you know, for me, out of my price range, that shoes up for the week, and it's bad enough. There are a lot of books I couldn't pick up. So, you know, when you're buying, you got to pick and choose every week. Stay with a budget, people. That's what I'm saying. So let's look at what I did pick up. I picked up 4 books this week, starting off with Batgirl, number 31. This is a nice, this has a nice cover to it, and I was like, you know, really impressed with the motion, her expression, Some people, I heard some criticism on it that, they didn't know she's in a mixed emotion, okay? So she's happy. She's got her head back, she's laughing, she's in a casual pose. Things are just going her way, But I love the use of color on this. I like how they rendered her hair. They got everything just right, the perspective. For me, this is a great piece. You don't have to have this menacing pose every time you have a picture. So it's a nice change of pace. The next book is Detective Comic 997. 997 people. We're getting close to 1,000. Look out. So this is a variant cover, and I picked it up because I thought it was okay. Some people are really going to love it. Some people might even just be like, pass. But I thought it was okay. But it was good enough for me to pass on a few books, which meant I'm not picking up Teen Titan, the annual. I didn't pick up Amazing Spider-Man because I want to see what's going on with them. There's a few other books. Alpha, X-Men Alpha, I didn't pick up on that. So these are books that you can pass on and then come back and get them the following week if you're chasing variants or want to add variants to your collection. Book number 3, The Flash. I mean, this is a classic old school cover. They went back to the art back in the days, probably looks like it's around the late, I'll say for me, it looks like I'll say early to mid 70s style of art, maybe even late 60s. Somebody knows, you can please leave a comment down. And if there's anything you ever want to talk about, you can hit me up on Instagram or leave a comment below about what you liked about the video. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up, people. So I picked up The Flash. I thought it was a great cover. So I normally don't read The Flash. I mean, I know that's Captain Cold. The other one, like something the Weather Wizard, and then I can't remember. You know what? The only person I know for sure is Captain Cold. So anybody can leave a name of the other two villains down there. I would greatly appreciate it. But I thought it was a cool cover, and that's why I picked it up. I passed on Crisis because I have a budget, and I'd rather show this cover than talk about Crisis. Book number 4, last but not least, Wonder Woman number 63. Give it up for this artwork, people. Love the motion, the color, like the expression on her face. It reminds me of the scene from the movie. So overall, this is a great book. Now, this is a book that chewed up a big part of my budget because this book was like $11.99 or $12.99, and I think it was $11.99. So with that, I could have bought 2 more books. And that's the decisions you have to make. But if you stick to a budget, then every week it becomes easier for you to pick up the books you want. Now, I actually passed on that Harley cover that shot up, and I could have picked that up for $12. And I wasn't going to make that mistake again here with Wonder Woman. God, I regret not picking up that book. And now the main event. Look at this. Oh, my baby, people. X-Men 122. CGC graded 9.2. The Trial of Colossus. I figured I'd showcase this book because this is the second video I made today. Well, it's actually tomorrow, but I started making this yesterday. So you know what time it is. So if you look at it, first Mastermind as Jason Wingard. As you all know, that's the persona that Mastermind took over when he joined the Hellfire's Club, and he eventually took over Jean Grey, which caused her to go partially into the Dark Phoenix. Great story. Appearance by Luke Cage, Misty Knight, Colleen Wing and Marco appearance, so it's a Juggernaut, and Arcade cameo. But I just love this cover. I've always loved this cover. I think I have this book already raw. I picked this book up for like $35 with shipping. And then the reason why I was able to get it so low is one, I bought it in a lot of other books that I was buying. So every week I just pick a book and showcase that book instead of saying, opening up the whole thing and be like, hey, I picked up these 5 or 6 books. And then next week be like, oh, what else am I going to show? So like I'm a huge X-Men fan, and getting this cover graded just looks sweet. And my goal is to collect 1 to 300. Does not matter the grade, but as soon as we hit from 100 to 200, I'm trying to get at least 8, 5, and up. And then my goal is to collect from 200 to 300, and any keys in there I want to at least get 9 6s to 9 8. And between 1 and 200, if I can get any 9 8s, that would be cool. Well, that'll do it, people. I hope you enjoyed this show. If you look down into the description, you can hit me up on Instagram. There are links in the description. You can help support the channel. I sell my books on eBay, and I have a Patreon page where I have a program where I teach little kids how to draw from ages 1st through 3rd. So, check it out, people. That'll do it. Take care.